Bones are classified in two ways. One way is based on shape. And so there are long bones, like the humerus, like many of the bones in the limbs, that are elongated. And it doesn't have to be extremely long to be a long bone. For instance, the metacarpal is a long bone, even though it's relatively small, located in the hand. There are short bones, and short bones are not short, long bones. They're kind of round, or they're described as cube-shaped bones. The carpals are examples of a short bone. There are flat bones, and flat bones they have a curved surface, but they're flat, like they're showing us a skull bone as an example of a flat bone. The sternum is a flat bone. And then there are bones that don't fit into those categories because they have, holes and projections, and those are called irregular bones. A second way that bones are classified is based on the texture of the bone. Here we're looking at a skull bone, and I can see that the bone along the periphery is very dense. That's known as compact bone, compared to the bone that is sandwiched in between. Looks very like air-filled, and this is known as spongy bone. Taking a closer look, we can see that the compact bone on the outer periphery is very dense and solid, whereas the spongy bone in the middle is literally named after a sponge because of that sponge-like appearance. Here, they're zeroing in on the appearance of spongy bone, and we can see that the bone is actually made up of these tiny spicules, or little needle-like pieces at an irregular arrangement. And those little pieces of bone are what are known as trabeculae. And so just to clarify, they're showing us the skull bone, and the skull bone is a flat bone, and I can see that this flat bone has compact bone on the outer periphery and spongy bone in between. And that's actually the case for every bone. And so even though a bone can only have one shape, either it's long, short, or flat, any given bone will contain both compact bone and spongy bone in different locations.